the masterpiece is about a girl that lives in the medieval era. It's pretty grim, and suddenly she realizes that she's a character in a story. She meets the author of the story and befriends him, and they fall in love. Sort of the villain of the story gets through to the real world and is able to take the magic typewriter of the author and change the story. The author realizes the only way he can save his story is to go into the story himself.
So I'm the composer of this particular show, and Asher is my former teacher, and we adapted this script for the masterpiece here at TCC, and he wrote some of the lyrics, and my job as the composer was to set that text to music. This is a script that he's previously written that I, as a student, was part of down in Melbourne.
I mean, what's really good, high-quality material to perform on stage sometimes has a war with what we want our kids to do content-wise in a Christian school. When something's original and you put it on in the middle of town and the people know that it's original, there's that sense of mission, and they have agency. They feel like there's something that they're doing that's making a change in the world. And that sense of agency has proven to be increased when it's original.
Of course, I want them to experience a beautiful show, but it's as much about the parents having their kids come home transformed by what they're learning or what they're thinking about, by the new friends that they've made, by the God that they may have encountered through the prayer meetings that we have before a show.
You know, there's been people that I just didn't think I'd be mates with, and now we're just having fun backstage, which has been a really good experience.
I like making new friends.
The people he's talking about when he comes home of my friends and I'm doing this has increased, so it's been really good to sort of see him grow.
We all just stand at the sidelines watching whoever's on stage, and we just cheer them on. We all take care of each other. We are a very tight, close cast.
It's a family that is formed, and you're memorizing your lines, and everyone's counting on each other, and you get through that sort of experience, and people make friends that they never expected to make friends before. There's that community factor to it. It becomes not about, do I look great in this rehearsal? Am I being an amazing actress in my role here? But how can I help these people and this team achieve an amazing ensemble experience?
I always think when it comes to doing school theatre, there's two reasons for doing it. One is to serve the students, but the other one is to serve the community. It's not just about them having an egotistical romp on stage for fun. You know, they're actually trying to make the audience enjoy the experience, and they will develop and grow as people as well.
The production has changed me in, probably most importantly, my time management skills.
Yeah, I've built a lot of confidence in front of people, public speaking.
I don't have a big role, but you learn that it doesn't matter your role. It matters, it's your role in the team.
Having an event to look forward to and a community around me, it's really special and something completely different, especially in front of so many people that you know.
Being in a team, working together to survive. It's the idea that you do what you say you're going to do, that you show up just a little bit earlier. It's a heightened expectations for students. It's quite adult. And those responsibility markers are so important when they go on to be these, liberal arts, amazing citizens. I think that's the educational win.
I love the message of the show and the way Mr. Johnson portrays the gospel story.
Well, my main hope for the audience is that they can see Jesus in this play, because Mr. Johnson has written it for that reason specifically.
If you watch the play, the musical, you can see there's a pretty heavy metaphor on how God came into our lives.
The more you read it, the more you watch it, and then you just realise these little things that Mr. Johnson has put in there.
It's just such a strong allegory, and I think it's something that these kids will remember for a long time.
Students going through this will have varied experiences, and as they are learning their lines and saying them over and over again, and the wisdom that's put in them, and the students will be sometimes, and this is really cool when this happens, they're on stage and they're in character, and suddenly a truth that has been written from real blood, sweat, and tears they see a glimpse of it, and all of a sudden, for a moment, they're 38, and they see something that's realer than real, and it changes them.
I mean, I've acted in Asher's shows, and I've read his scripts, and I've done all of those things, and I've been changed and moved by it. And for me as a teacher now, I want the students to experience that, and I want to be part of them experiencing that, because that makes me happy as a teacher to see them encountering God in the way that I did as a student. For all of the creatives who are involved in the process, I think there's an incredible gratefulness that we have to the school that we get as Toowoomba Christian College to put on something really original. Until, mid-19th century, Christians were the ones that were pioneering great music, great art. I want to see Christian institutions doing good art again. Yeah.
I know that this community is going to be blessed. There are excellences that will be beheld amongst the mistakes. And I know that there's no way you can create anything without learning something new about yourself. And that's just, you're one step closer to heaven.